Hey everyone, it's Garrison here and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm super duper excited because I'll be checking out NewJeans' music video for their new song here called Hurt. Now, as some of y'all may already know, I quickly fell in love with NewJeans right from the first MV, Attention. Even though this whole release of MVs were quite spontaneous, spur of the moment, even though, of course, Ador planned this ahead to be this so spontaneous. You know what I'm saying? It felt like we're getting multiple comebacks all at once, even though it's just simply multiple title tracks within the debut era, which is quite mind-blowing now if you think about it, right? But it goes to show you that I feel like NewJeans is quickly establishing themselves of who they are in terms of personalities and colors and vocal colors and such, but also, of course, solidifying that sound ever so slightly throughout these releases. And I'm curious if Hurt carries on what I've been hearing from Attention and Hype Boy, because sure, the percussion work is quite similar amongst those two songs. I love how the percussion carries on from Attention into Hype Boy, but switches it up ever so slightly. But most importantly, I love the ebb and flow between those songs. I'm talking about production-wise, where we get to hone in onto their vocals and appreciate and cherish their vocals. You know what I'm saying? Their vocals are not being drowned out. The production is not being over the top. They're just doing their own thing, and I feel like this is just a whole almost cultural reset from like everything that's so trendy of like being so hype and all. I sound like a broken record by now if you've been keeping up with my NewJeans videos, but enough talk. Let's just get into the music video for Hurt now. Alright, so I brought up the music video here, Hurt by NewJeans. I got the English captions on and all, but I'm seeing Danielle in the first frame here. Now, please keep in mind, I'm still trying to recognize all the members, like put names to faces within this debut era. So if I get a member's name wrong, please don't mind and feel free to correct me during the certain parts of this if I get a member wrong, but let's go. Ooh. It's upright bass though. Bit of the keyboard work. Damn. Wow, such a relaxing song so far. The drum kit work. Honey. Aaron. Oh, her eyes are so beautiful. The lyrics in this song, though, quite meaningful, but I got to say also consoling in a way. I really love Hyeon's voice as well, but all in all, like their vocals together, just out of this world. Like they really complement each other. Ooh, Minji. Oh, the ad-lib work.
너무 멀었어. I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt. 여기까지야. 네가 와 있는 곳은 너무 멀었어. I'm not gonna be the one to get hurt.
Wow. And we wrap it with honey, right? And we get these cool kind of typography things with their logo that they've been showcasing on social media, if I recall correctly, which I found pretty cool as someone who does a lot of editing and like admires certain kind of typography and all. But wow. Even though, right? Even though, sorry guys. Even though this is so beautiful. Even though the production of this song is not intricate, it has its subtle moments and nuances in this song where it changes up ever so slightly with the percussion work, right? The upright bass remains consistent to keep that steady tempo in the song. But most importantly, this is what I've been exactly feeling and getting a sense of how NewJeans is establishing their signature quote-unquote sound so quickly within the debut era across only 3 songs, carrying how the fact that their songs allow us to hone in on their vocal work. Like, I can't emphasize this enough. I've been telling my friends, I'm like, wow, the fact that Attention, right, allowed us to hear the harmony work, the vocal harmonies between the members in that song, but yet it felt so satisfying, you know, subdued, relaxed, laid back, and chill with it. But then when we went into Hype Boy, it wasn't necessarily that vocal harmony work, right? But it was more so these vocal twists that they were doing ever so slightly, right? Certain vocal techniques that really kept me engaged. I'm not sure if I'm not the only one. Pretty sure that's their vocal twists and certain moments in that song, right? That they're able to punctuate and come through with in Hype Boy was spectacular. Now, when it comes to Hurt, this is just very relaxed, soothing, laid back. Nothing too crazy. Not like a crazy build up into a full blown, all out climax with that one crazy high note that most of us like to anticipate for across K-pop releases. And I can't emphasize that enough. I would like to go back to that initial point where I'm talking about, hey, NewJeans simply doing their own thing, quickly establishing their own sound, yet it feels like they're going against the grain, right? They're going against the grain where the grain is, and the waves are happening of course, is the very upfront, in your face releases, right? All out, extravagant. You know, I'm not saying this is for all of them releases, I'm not saying that I don't enjoy those releases, right? But this is a really, really good break from all those releases, right? But coming from one sole group, right? And I can't emphasize that enough. And seeing how the concept is going for NewJeans is so out of this world. I'd say NewJeans has top 3 concepts, like top 3 for me of this year, seriously, guys. But going back to the overall soundscape, like, think about it. Like, most songs these days, you're either gonna hear a lot of guitar or drum work, right? Super heavy with the production, something intricate with the arrangement, or you're gonna hear a lot of 808 bass or certain kind of 808s, right? Or trap percussion, things that make songs very impactful, add more punch to it. And unlike that, NewJeans is not using any of that. And if you think about, like, iconic, legendary artists within the K-pop scene, outside the K-pop scenes, I could list you. If you want to ask me in the comment section or somewhere on social media, I could list you a ton of artists that have hit albums, hit songs without a snare, without an 808 bass, and like NewJeans. Wow, they are just rocking my world right now with their vocals and not utilizing any of those things that can up, I would say the feelings and tension of a song, you know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, I like how what they're tackling in Hurt here, right? Every single one of us throughout life, that we have been through pain, we've been through hurt, and I'm sure this could be, leading back up from, of course, Hype Boy, but I feel like this is very, covering something that's very holistic, right? It's common for a lot of us to experience pain, experience hurt, right? And go through trials and tribulations in certain moments and events in our life. But the fact that this song is very consoling and comforting in that way, consoling is that huge word that I love to talk to my friends about in terms of why I do this channel. Music in general, and specifically K-pop, has been so consoling to me throughout my life. I had my lowest of lows, highest of highs, times I celebrated with certain K-pop releases, times where, I remember back in like chemistry, or I think it was bio class, where after I finished my test, I checked out the newest EXO release. You know what I'm saying? There's certain releases that you go back upon and it's like, wow, this is a good time. Wow, this song helped me out. Wow, this group helped me out. And I think NewJeans, they have a lot of power to do that simply by their vocals, right? And essentially what they did here is do a heavy R&B track, mostly R&B, with a little bit of pop influences, I've got to say. And I like how they're keeping it consistent with these genres. And I can't even imagine, though, what kind of genres that they'd mess with in the future, because hearing how vocally talented they are and the certain techniques they use, right, and the way that been so flexible amongst simply 3 songs, it seems like they have a lot of range that they can cover in terms of genres, but also different sides of show with those genres, but also a lot of range when it comes to their vocal work, you know what I'm saying? And in this one, I like how we not only get to admire their vocals, but as well as their visuals in this, so pure, so natural. I think that's the key words for this music video. But I'm going to dive into this music video, and I'm going to break down the lyrics if I need to. It's a pretty straightforward song in terms of the message and the lyrics and all, which I appreciate a lot. So let's just dive back into this now. All right. Yeah, you're pretty much hearing that like upright like bass that's going dun 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 dun, or just simply a bass, right? Maybe some wood blocks, some sort of percussion work here, and then we get a little bit of the keyboard work. I'm just saying, guys, Can is gonna be a huge bias wrecker for me in the future, like, releases, and comebacks. It's like, Can is gonna be a huge bias wrecker, but as a matter of fact, all of them. Yeah, throughout these like couple releases, I've been having troubles of figuring like, who's gonna be the bias? And I feel like this is one of the few groups that is like, okay, it's hard to even pick a bias, right? But I think so far, like I've been saying, Minji and Hani, one of them could be the bias for me, or Heiren. But this line stuck out to me so much, right? So much. Okay, listen. Hear this out. I'm not into games, not gonna play. not into your ways. So this is where I think this covers more specifically about someone else, hurting you, you know, um, in many different ways, right? And this song, I feel like, is all about persevering, pushing through that pain, moving on. And I think it really, really touches those points, right? But also, I think with the chorus, right, it covers the topic of hurt and pain holistically. You feel me, right? So essentially, they're covering it two ways, right? Holistically when it comes to hurt and pain, but also the specific points and topic of someone hurting you, right? Someone making you go through pain, right? Wow. It's a lot to take in, even though, this is nothing like reinventing the wheel, right? Tell him. Man, Hani's vocal color, I love it so much. So one of a kind. And the just the ad-lib work. And how they, in the production, they purposely echo out their vocals in the ends of the lines to make things like sink in the song. It's like, woo! Now this has to be some like movement of like midis or like a synth line that's going up and down during Danielle's part here, I believe. And I really dig it here, a slight switch up, a slight nuance added per se. But very subtle with it, right? Woo. Yeah, this was the one of the killing points, just how she drags it, and like... I gotta go back, sorry. So smooth with it in terms of the delivery, vocal delivery. Ooh, the slight drag there. And it's just beautiful hearing Minji here, even though it's for a short moment here. And she has beautiful eyes as well. I like the bit of airy delivery too, and during certain moments, certain pockets and stuff like that, and then head in. I mean, I feel like it goes to show you. It goes to show you, and it proves against those people that you don't need a good song like by having crazy catchy hooks. And I emphasize that a lot throughout my channel heavily, probably every second video when I analyze these amazing releases that I cover. But you also it's not always necessary to have rap in your music. It's not also necessary to have a bunch of high notes being hit, right? Just serenading us soothingly works too. And that's what NewJeans did here today. And I appreciate that in the most consoling manner that they did in this, alright? Quite heavy about talking about someone hurting me, but I'm gonna persevere and push through it. You know, I'm not gonna play your games anymore. I'm gonna push on and stuff. I don't play these games anymore. Like, I'm serious, right? But also, holistically, being hurt, going through pain. And I gotta appreciate this release a lot for NewJeans to really tackle this topic, but also to let us simply admire their vocals and hear what's up. You know, this is who I feel like with attention they showed, like, this is who we are right out the gate, right? But showed more of it in Hype Boy, and then slightly, ever so slightly, showed another side to themselves in Hurt. And notice how during the members' certain parts, they showed the members literally very up close, right? And it really helped me get some names down, I've got to admit, right? Even though I've been already followed like a couple of NewJeans fan pick accounts and stuff like that on Twitter. But take care as always, guys. This was another, believe it or not, 10 out of 10 for me. That's straight 10 out of 10s back to back to back. Incredible. I just need this on Spotify. I really want to stream their music, but also get into that pre-order, support NewJeans, of course, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to support NewJeans for a very, very long time into the comebacks and all, and they really have a bright future ahead of themselves. But be sure to like, share, maybe subscribe, as it helps other channels so much, and just warns why I'm connecting with y'all about NewJeans in the comment section down below, as well as their song Hurt here. Take care as always, have a great day, have a good night, have a good afternoon, wherever you are. This has been Garrison as always though, and peace.